Hi class, how are you? And you are high class. We're going to start a new piece, and it's another waltz, by our old friend Ferdinand Carulli, who wrote Waltz in G. And you will notice some similarities in these two pieces. I always say that there are only so many things that these guys could write with the limited vocabulary and the number of notes without moving around the neck. But Carulli wrote very effective, simple pieces, and I really do like these pieces. Remembering that a waltz, of course, is a dance, and a waltz is always in 3. This one's in 3/8, just like waltz in G, but this has something that the waltz in G didn't have, and that's dividing the 8th notes into 16th notes. So if we were in 3/4, we would count 16th notes something like 1E and 2E, and but since the 8th note now gets 1 beat, the 16th note gets a half beat. I can't do that with my fingers. So the first measure then, if you're looking at the music, would be counted 1 and 2 and 3 and all the way through. We see that running pattern of 16th notes. So if I count along for a few measures, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. We can see some stems also sticking up in the music, and that's to show us that reflects the melody. So in other words, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So put together, then it sounds 1, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. And that'll be more apparent to you as you play. The most important thing from that bit was remembering that the 16th notes are the new 8th note, basically, 1 and 2 and 3 and. There's also something that looks a little weird about this music, the way it's written, is that the bass note, the thumb E, and the high E look like they're displaced. And they are displaced on the page, but that's only because that's the only way you can really print this. So those two notes happen at the same time. So the very first two notes that you see, the E on the 4th string and the E on the top string, happen at the same time. So each measure, it looks like they're displaced slightly, but play them together. So 1 and 2 and 3, and second measure, 1 and 2, third measure, and 1. And I hope that's clear. Down at the bottom, he uses a phrase that I've never seen before, but a typographical necessity. And I suspect that's a pretty good description of that. So the right hand, consistently in the first bit, is going to be like this. So thumb and middle finger. So thumb, index, middle, index. So it's M, I, P, I, M, I. M, I, P, I, M, I. Then in the third measure, that changes to M, I, whoops, I shouldn't play the left hand. So M, I, M, I, M, I. And that repeats. M, I, M, I, M, I. So if I put that together, I'll show you the left hand in a minute, but I just want to show you the right hand. So we have P and M at the same time, and since I can't say those together, I'm just going to say the M and I part. So here we go. So it's M, I, P, I, M, I, M, I, P, I, M, I, M, I, M, I, M, I, M, and next line, same thing. P, I, M, I, P, I, M, I. And then finally, a chord that's the 4th string, 3rd string, and top string. You probably saw me use my M finger, but I'm not redoing the video for that. It's an A finger. All right. Let me quickly go on to the next part. I want to keep this video on the short side so it fits my phone, that is. The next section, we're going to be playing thumb, index, all the way through the first measure. Thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb. And now the same pattern that we saw above. M, I, M, I, it this time? Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, good. So that, I know that was a quick right hand, but a lot of the things are, the letters are written in so you can follow along. Left hand, start off with an E and an E. And remember in waltz and G, I always talked about what I called the stairway part. This is the same thing. We have that D sharp, F sharp, moving up to G, then 2 and 4. I'll be watching for those 2 and 4s, and then back to 3. So I'm going to start on measure 3 again. Let's see, can you see that? Okay, that's maybe better. 2 and 4, 4 down to 3, next line, and then the same thing, that descending and the chord. I'm going to go on to the next section, so the third line, D sharp and B, back to E, stairway again. D sharp and B, stairway, PIA. If you can go that far, and by the way, I want to really stress this. I'll stress this so there's no stress on you, that if you don't want to even do this piece, it's fine. But some of you are ready to go on, and that's fine. If you want to go on, go. You have my blessing. And if you don't want to, it's also okay. We have enough to work on with the 3 pieces that you have going. So if anybody has any questions, I hope to see you all on Thursday and Friday. And I'll put this thing up as soon as I can. Okay, see you later. Bye.